Hari Om Tat Sat. Welcome to this video. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Bodhi, and today I'm going to talk just a little bit about how to keep the peace off the mat. You know, after you've had a great practice, boom, maybe in the morning, start your day, and then you go out, and then you face the world, and it's like your peace just gets totally disrupted. As said in the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali, translated by Swami Satchidananda, it's Book 1, Sutra 33, what Swami Satchidananda calls the 4 locks and keys to really keeping your peace out in the world, because as much as we like to think that our reaction could have some effect on someone else's behavior, anything like that, we really can't control what we can't control, and what you can't control is your own reaction. And because this is your experience here on earth just as much as the next person's, you deserve to keep your peace wherever you go. So as I showed probably in a little clip, it was the sutra showing kindness towards the happy, compassion towards the unhappy, delight in the virtuous, and disregard the wicked. And that sounds maybe easier said than done, because I guess you could say that there are a lot of wicked people out there, and really as much awareness as we can bring to situations that are distressful, everything like that, that is actually like social justice can be kind of separate from just disregarding the wicked. Like when you're out and about, someone maybe does something really annoying that could aggravate you. That is their own projection of probably the quality of life that they're experiencing, and it doesn't have to affect the quality of your experience. With practice, you can learn to maintain this inner peace when we think about the sutras out just beyond the yoga mat too. So I think about these sutras a lot, especially because I work in a warehouse, right? I work with a bunch of adults, and not everyone is happy all the time. In fact, frequently there's drama and whatever. But a lot of people will come up to me and everyone's just like, how do you stay calm, like at work? Like how do you just be so neutral, so Switzerland about everything? And I just think about my own experience. I mean, I go into work and I'm there to make money, but I also manage to just let good experiences unfold, and what we label as bad things can happen, but life isn't happening to you as much as it's just this fluid experience. So things happen and that's it. And really the anxiety that rises from whatever situation that happened is just the ego attaching its identity to that situation, making it our own internal problem, and that's what eventually people would call maybe a bad day, when it was just a bad moment and it passes. And not to invalidate anyone's whatever situation, everyone's emotions are super valid. With just having a deepening, growing daily spiritual practice, a sadhana, you really build a relationship with your nervous system, and you learn how, connecting to the breath, going inward frequently can really bring rise to whatever unhealed wounds may be stored within our bodies, and eventually we make more space for peace within, and eventually less and less things will disturb your peace over time. So Book 1, Sutra 33 of the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali, it is one of the sutras that is tattooed in my head, because while I'm out and about, it's just something I have to remember. And I live in the South, not even the deep South, but I just live in Virginia, but the red part of Virginia. So there are a lot of situations where I'm just breathe, it's fine. Can't control other people except for myself, and I want to be happy. I want to feel more peaceful than I do anxious, and I know that's the case for, most people, and the sutra is a practice in and of itself, but it really can help take peace off the yoga mat into the world. And just think about it, because we don't know everyone's situations, and probably like 99% of the time people's projection isn't even has anything to do with you. It is just their own whatever trauma or situation or stress they may be experiencing in their life. It doesn't have to affect your life. You can hold loving space for whomever, but you also, it's just as important to protect yourself. And I feel like comes self-love and self-care routine and everything like that. We are all here on this earth, and not a lot of experiences that we hear about are positive, but there are plenty of other experiences that people have that are positive, and your mental health, your physical health, and just your spiritual connection and your inner peace is just as important, right? And that is a sutra that helps to keep your peace. And I can repeat it one more time. I can put it in little text right here. Just the general 4 locks and keys to keep your peace beyond the mat is to be kind to the happy, compassion for the unhappy, delight in the virtuous, and disregard the wicked. And delight in the virtuous, that one's my favorite, because I feel like even from me growing up, a lot of people like to somehow try to talk down on someone who maybe took advantage of their situation, and maybe their life is a bit easier than others, but it doesn't karmically do anything to them to send out that energy towards someone else. Actually, it says more about you if you can't just be happy for what other people have. And the example I think Swami Satchidananda uses, or maybe I learned this in my Raja Yoga sessions, I don't remember, maybe it's in the book, but they use The Pursuit of Happiness, that movie with Will Smith, as an example, because there's a scene where he's admiring this fancy car this guy who works for Wall Street got, and he's like, man, I hope one day to have a car like that, and he's just happy for him. And then at the end of the movie, right, he's like successful and he's made it too. It's kind of like just let people be happy, man. Be happy for their success, because how you feel isn't going to affect someone else's success. And I personally feel like it's harder to be resentful and just hold jealousy. It's more of a draining emotion to have for other people. And all of that comes from thinking that we have so much lack in our lives that someone else's abundance is just like, it can either reflect that or it can even reflect your personal abundance. But yeah, I just wanted to make a quick video about this because, we're not living in the old days where we can spend just weeks and forever on end meditating in like the caves of the Himalayas and live these deeply spiritual lives and stuff. Like, even for me, like, I work in a warehouse, it can be stressful, and part of easing what helps with the stress is just building a relationship with the nervous system, and I'm gonna make another video about that. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful, and I hope it sparks your curiosity to maybe want to get a copy of the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali and deep dive in that book for yourself. There's a lot in that book. I call it kind of like the yogi's guide, honestly. Like, it has everything from having yoga practice to yamas and niyamas and the 8 limbs and everything of that nature. I highly recommend the book. And yeah, thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. And I will see you guys in my next video. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.